welcome to one more video and how you're going to land the next job. So I'm Isabelita Castilho. I'm an executive career consultant, and I'm here today to show you how you're going to apply for that job and how you're going to make sure that you guarantee visibility. So I have selected, I'm going to go on LinkedIn now, and I have selected 2 jobs so I can show you a little bit how we apply for the job. How do we guarantee visibility? So let's start with this first one. Let's consider that you are interested in a job, CEO for Switzerland, and this is the job that you found. Now, the very first thing you want to do is really take a look at the job description and make sure that it's suitable. You know, maybe there are going to be specifics, must have that you do not have. Then it's no point to apply for the job. For instance, it says must speak German fluently, and you do not speak German fluently. Even if we put this in Google Translate, it's not going to guarantee you're going to get the job. Now, if it's not a must, then by all means, if you feel you cut off 80% of the opportunity, does seem appealing, it's worth your time and the time of the person receiving the application. Now, let's cut off here some protocols, right? So basically, in an ideal quote unquote world, you apply for the job and you wait forever, maybe a few parallel realities down the line, and nothing happens, of course, because when you apply for this job, very rarely your application will be seen. I tell you this from my personal experience. I worked as a talent acquisition consultant internally in-house, and I also worked as an executive search consultant or associate consultant, helping find candidates. I can tell you that when you apply for the job, unless you're one of the very first 10 or 20, at least again with my experience, after that, I would no longer open applications. I would start realizing that the applications, most people, when they just do apply, they will just apply without even looking if they have the qualifications. And basically, bottom line, it's no point to view those applications. So I would either put myself available for contacting as posted by my name, or I would allow people to just send me a message, and then I would say, you know what, now I can take a quick look at their profiles. So again, here probably answers one of those killer questions. Why my application doesn't get seen? Why I don't get a response? Maybe they never saw it in the first place. So now, if you want to apply for this job, before you apply for this job, maybe you want to send a quick note to this person right here. And I'm sorry, Christian, I'm using as an example because it's publicly, it's in LinkedIn. So if you want to contact him directly, you may. So you have 2 options. You can either apply and then basically contact Christian and then tell him, hey, Christian, I just want to let you know I applied for the position. Want to make sure you received my application, whether he has checked it or not. Now he's gaining visibility to you. You're gaining your visibility to him, and he'll be able to say, let me take a quick look in this profile. If your LinkedIn is up to date, it's nice and shiny and, you know, very appealing to that opportunity, then chances are he's going to respond to you. Now, because there is a job posted by, and you have the person, so you have 2 options. If you're not yet connected to him, you can send an email, and you must be LinkedIn premium to have emails. Sometimes LinkedIn gives some free emails for basic accounts. I don't know if those days they still do it. They keep changing. But if you are a premium account, which I highly recommend, you're able to have a few emails available. Now, as you can see, LinkedIn has a message ready for you. So there is a good news about it and bad news about it. The good news is you don't need to waste much time. It's ready to go. Bad news is forget it. Do not send like this. Imagine how many people are sending messages to him or all the job posters just as send. And guess what? You become uninteresting. You become a copy paste. You become a robot. So the very first thing we want to do is remove the subject, because as you can see, it says optional. Why? Because if you put the subject line as any emails, it's easy. What is the subject about? And if he's a very busy person, which he must be, partner and director at a very top recruitment company, which I know very well of, he's not going to read your message unless he's really not able to have other applications already to analyze. Now, if you don't have the optional, if you don't have the subject line, then it's more appealing to see what is this about? What is this message about? Now, instead of sending exactly as it is here, What LinkedIn will do, by the way, it's already adding your title and everything else is a template, right? So what you can do, instead of just keeping, please modify a little bit, right? A little bit of creativity. Hello, Christian, I hope you're well. By the way, I was on LinkedIn today and I was, researching for some opportunities. Happens that I saw your post. It seems a perfect match to my opportunity. As a matter of fact, I have delivered XYZ, which seems a perfect fit for this job opportunity. Put 3 things, 3 lines about your experience, which highlights that seems, wow, that seems to be a perfect match. Indeed, let me take a look at the rest, makes him get curious about you. And now, of course, you can still, send a little message such as, would be great to have a conversation. So why, guys, why keep the same? Please, it's 3 minutes and I'm putting a lot of time, 3 minutes to modify. Would be really great, Christian, to hear back from you. By the way, if you do want to have a quick chat, just to explore a little bit further, before putting much time in reviewing my profile, here is my phone number. Feel free to call me directly. And then you're going to add your phone number. So this is an easy way, straightforward, that you can actually get full visibility when applying for a job. Now, this is when the application is there, the job poster is there, and you do not need to worry about identifying who are the potential people. So here we go. He's a partner already, director, quite high level, so you don't have to worry about, oh, it might be a junior person, I have to escalate. Not yet. That one is a good to go, easy one. So straightforward. Let's get a second example. Let's say that you are applying for a job that does not have a job poster. And now what do we do? Well, first of all, it is not a recruitment agency. It's a company. So you have the company name, fantastic. Now, again, take a look. Is this the job I want to do? Can I do the job? Now take a look. What is your immediate responsibilities? Make sure you have at least 80% of this. And what we're looking for, must have. Must have is a must have. There's no other translation, right? So if you do not have the must have, so I would say, do not even attempt to apply, because you're wasting your time and the person's time if they will open the application. So may as well, put your energy where you really fit, right? Nice to have, fantastic. If you don't have it, that's fine. Now, must have skills, must have experience, so you know what they really need, right? Now, if you say, yes, by all means, this is fantastic, I have at least 80% of whatever they say, it's a requirement in terms of immediate responsibilities. Now, the must have, I do have, tick, tick, tick. It's a must again, tick, tick, tick. Now, nice to have, it doesn't matter if you have or not, it's just addition. So clear, right? Now, here we go. Wow, what do I do now? Guess what? Well, we don't have the job poster, so we don't know who's posting the job. He doesn't want to receive any messages, just like the other person was open for that. So what do we do? Well, guess what, guys? Let's just jump to the queue. Why are you going to queue behind the queue and fall into the HR loophole? Let's identify, do we know who the hiring manager is? Let's take a look. Reporting to the CEO, bingo. So it's a Saturday, I'm excited. So COO, so who is the CEO in this company? COO, let's approach this guy smartly, strategically. Click here on the company. And now you have employees. So I tend to tell my clients this all the time, and they say, I was looking for them in the people I didn't find. Well, it's not in the people, it's in the employees. So click here, employees. Now, remember this position was for London. So we may as well add location first, United Kingdom. Here we go. It's 44 people. So it's easy to go and find the COO, but I want to show you, in case it was a very long list, how you can do that. You go here in all filters, and then you go in COO. That's your boss. There it is. Potentially, not sure. It says GM. Well, let's take a look. Potentially, see if this makes a lot of sense or not. Well, here we go. Here is our analysis. Is this person your boss? Let's take a look. Yes. Although the description here is different, but here it is. Supposedly, this is the person that is the boss of that job because it's reporting to COO, and this person happens to be in London. So what do we do next? Hang on, let's go back. Now, here we go. The very first thing you want to do before just sending a message to connect, or before applying for cold calling as a stranger, telling her that you are interested in this job. Do I know her? No. So it's not somebody I know, but do I know anybody in common? And supposedly I know somebody in common. So I will do a right click. I will say, hang on, do I actually know him? Unfortunately not. It's just it's just a connection on LinkedIn. However, if I did know this person, which is my common connection to my potential line manager, I would immediately reach out to him and say, hey, Scott, I hope you're doing well. Now, you will use your own language, because if he's a friend or an acquaintance, you know better what's the language. But let's use a generic example. Let's say he's somebody that I know not so well, and I want to try to leverage from his referral or recommendation. Now, I'm going to send him a message and say, hey, Scott, it's been a while. We have met, a few years ago. I hope everything is fine. Happy to see that you are working at Direct Line Group. By the way, Scott, I have something very important to me, which is very confidential, by the way. I don't want to putting written on LinkedIn. I just need 5 or 10 minutes of your time to pick your brain on a topic. Would you have a few minutes for me in the next few days? By the way, here is my number. If you do prefer, we can have a Zoom call or face-to-face. Now, when he responds to you, then you have a call and say, hey, Scott, thank you so much for coming to this call. How are things? How is life? How is the weather? How is pandemic? All of those things. And then after your brainstorming, your icebreaker with him, then you tell him, by the way, Scott, the reason why I want to talk to you is because I decided to look for a new opportunity. And having said that, EG, or Electric Game Box, is a company of my interest. When I was trying to identify a position, I saw a job that's perfect for me, and happens to be that the direct line supervisor or line manager is somebody that's connected to you on LinkedIn. Do you happen to know this person? Give the name of the person. If he says, wow, I do know, the rest is history. If he's acquaintance, he's your friend, he's somebody who is already talking to you, say, hey, what do you suggest I do? Don't be too tempted, too fast, too furious to say, can you introduce me, or can you send me the CV? No, leave this for his request. So you just say, okay, if this is the case, what do you think? How can I gain traction with this person? And then he's probably going to tell you the best way. If he feels comfortable enough, then he's going to tell, hey, it is a friend. Just send me the CV. Let me send it to her. Then the rest is history. Now, this is in an ideal world, right? But then going back to, I don't know anything about the common connection. I don't have another common connection. I'm a total stranger. Guess what? You can go, there are 2 ways. You can apply for the job. And after applying for the job, you can do something similar than what we do to the job poster. It's just a little bit more personalized message. So basically, I would not send a request to connect. At this stage, what I would do, follow. By doing a follow, I get attention to this person because she's going to be notified here. Isabelita Castilho is following you. Who is Isabelita Castilho? And if I happen to be the right person for her team, she's going to say, hey, let me reach out to this person, or let me tell my team to reach out to her. She seems good for the position we're trying to fulfill. That's a reverse engineering factor, okay, of job search. Now, after you do this, you might also want to be notified about anything that she does. So maybe if she posts something, or she shares a comment, you'll get notified every time there is a new post from this person. And then guess what? You can put a comment, you can put a like, you can share, and again you get visibility to her. So this is another way. Now, what about that powerful message? Here we go. I would send a message, and basically this is again an email. So in my case, I have still 14 left, which I had 15 emails. They keep accumulating every month if you don't use them when you are a premium. Here we go. No need for subject, and basically just drop your pitch. Dear Celine, I hope you're doing well. I was on LinkedIn, and it happens that I bumped into your profile after seeing a job opportunity at EEG. The position seems perfect to me. Here is the job title. By the way, I have already submitted my application. If you want to submit first, so not to say, hey, why don't you apply? Why you coming to me? No, I have already submitted my application. I just wanted to let you know that, I'm very keen to have a conversation. By the way, as a matter of fact, I have a perfect match to the role because 1, 2, 3, what you have done, that's a match. What are the 3 top skills that you have that they require as a must have? And you say, I would be very happy to have a quick chat with you if you'd like to clarify. Either way, I really appreciate your time and attention to read my message. Kind regards, Isabelita, phone number. Then you got visibility. So now you know when you see a job on LinkedIn that you want to apply, what are the ways to make sure you land on that table, on the CV, your profile lands on the table of the hiring manager. Isn't easy. So here we go. No more concerns about what's going to happen to my application. I don't get responses. However, if you don't get any response, if nothing happens, the job says, well, this is part of life, but you're guaranteeing at least another 50 to 70% potential to actually be contacted for that job opportunity if you're really a good fit. If you really know you're a good fit and you really have a good profile, it's great. You have a good, it represents the skills that they need, represents the experience, market, everything is a match. So definitely you're going to get visibility. They're going to contact you. I wish you the best of luck with that. Please let me know. What are your thoughts about it? I would love to hear your experience. I'd love to know what's happening after you apply these techniques that we shared today. I would love to hear what happened. Let me know. Thank you very much. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube video. Remember to watch other videos about recruiters, headhunters, and we'll keep doing more videos just to help you out. Make sure to share with your friends, whoever needs this information that you think you can benefit. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you later.